So it looks like the Team of the Season promo will be dropping in the next 2 weeks or so, and instead of just doing a Team of the Season prediction for every league in FIFA, I thought I'd do things a bit differently this year. In this video today, we're going to be talking about a bunch of players who are likely to get a blue card in the next month or so, and these players that we're going to be talking about specifically, I believe, will be relatively cheap. Now, when I say cheap, I mean cheap for a Team of the Season item. Let me make it very clear, I'm not saying that these cards will be near or around discard price, but what I am saying is I think they'll be cheap for what they are. Some players in this video will be cheaper due to the league they play in, and some will be cheaper due to the amount of alternate options they have in Ultimate Team. It's also very possible that some of the players that feature in this video will never be on the market because some of them could be perfect for weekly objective rewards. Anyway, before we see the players I've selected, if you guys could leave a like rating on the video, that would be absolutely awesome. I know FIFA 19 hasn't been a great FIFA overall, but hopefully the Team of the Season promo will bring a bit of hype back to the game because, let's be honest, this game really needs it. In the comments below, let me know which players you think will get a Team of the Season card, who you think will be relatively cheap. And obviously, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for regular FIFA content. And if you're subscribed or if you haven't subscribed already, once you do, make sure you click that notification bell as well. And that way you'll be alerted every time I upload. Okay, so the first player we're going to talk about is Giannini Tavares. Now, this guy has 2 informs in FIFA 19. And his second inform actually has some really good in-game stats. So should this guy get a Team of the Season card, it is going to be absolutely incredible, and he will of course be relatively cheap due to the league that he plays in. If this guy does get a Team of the Season card, it's going to have some absolutely ridiculous stats, and I think this card would be awesome for FIFA 19 because this guy is tall, he's 6'3", he's got a 4-star weak foot, he's got 4-star skills, and he's quick, he's good on the ball, and he's got good strength. So if this guy got a Team of the Season card and he got a decent boost, it would be an absolutely fantastic striker card, and I think it would make for either a good starting striker or even a great super sub. But this is definitely a card that you could start if you had icons around him. Giannini Tavares in 19 games has scored 16 goals and has 5 assists currently in the Saudi League. So I think it's likely that he'll get a Team of the Season card, but it's not guaranteed yet. So we'll have to keep an eye out to see if Giannini features in either the Saudi League Team of the Season or the Rest of World Team of the Season, depending on how EA do Team of the Season this FIFA. One player I am confident about getting a Team of the Season card is this man, Alfredo Donnarumma. In 28 games so far this season, he has scored 25 times and he's also got 7 assists. So yeah, it's looking likely that this guy will be getting a blue card in the next few weeks or so. Now in FIFA, he's actually already got a couple of special cards, which is great to see. And he's actually got some really good in-game stats on his 84 rated inform. It's got really good pace, good positioning, finishing and shot power, and it's also got some decent dribbling attributes. So should this guy get a Team of the Season item, and I think he will, I think it will be a very good, cheap, pacey Italian Team of the Season striker card. He'll obviously be quite cheap because he plays in the Serie B instead of the Serie A. So yeah, Donnarumma, don't think he'll be too expensive, and I think he'll be a pretty decent, cheap, pacey Team of the Season striker. On the next page is Celtic's James Forrest. Now this guy's had quite a few good special cards already in FIFA 19, and just look at this right now. This on the screen right now is his 87 rated Man of the Match card. Look at the in-game stats on it, they are absolutely incredible. So imagine these stats but boosted a bit more. That's what his Team of the Season card is going to be like. On this card, he's already got really good positioning, finishing, shot power, crossing, agility, balance, ball control, etc. A Team of the Season James Forrest will be awesome. If he gets good boosts to his composure and strength, it'll be an absolutely fantastic right mid card. So far in the SPL this season, James Forrest has scored 11 goals and he's also got 9 assists. I think it's very likely he'll get a Team of the Season card, and I don't think it'll be too cheap the first day that it comes out, but over the following days I do think it'll drop in price quite a bit and it'll become a very reasonable price. So looking forward to trying out Team Season James Forrest should he get a blue card in the next month or so. Ryan Fraser is the next player we're going to talk about now. I know what you're thinking, Kieron. Ryan Fraser won't be cheap. He's a Premier League winger. Now, you're probably right, he's not going to be mega cheap, but he also won't be ridiculously expensive. I think he'll be cheap for what he is, and the reason I think that is the fact that the Premier League has so many good left-wing options, and also Fraser's Team of the Season card, should he get one, won't be anywhere near as high rated as most of the other Premier League Team of the Season players, so it'll actually be one of the more commonly packed cards when the Premier League Team of the Season drops. Fraser has scored 7 goals this season, and he's also picked up 12 assists so far. He's actually had a few informs in Ultimate Team. Most recently, he got an 86 rated inform, which has some really freaking good dribbling stats, but its shooting stats are a bit hit and miss. He's got good finishing, but his shot power definitely lets him down. Hopefully, if this guy does get a blue item, and I think he will, his strength, composure and shot power will all get substantial boosts. The next player is Sebastian Haller. Now, this guy has been incredible for his side Frankfurt this season in both the Bundesliga and the Europa League. It's actually pretty insane that this guy hasn't had a special item in Ultimate Team yet. In the Bundesliga, he's scored 14 goals and has 9 assists to his name. That's pretty mad. And in the Europa League, he's got 5 goals and 3 assists. I think it's incredibly likely that this guy will feature in the Team of the Season most consistent side, and that means that he will get some pretty big boosts. His pace will go up quite a lot, which is great to see. This guy is 6'3", and on his base card, he has 86 jumping and 98 strength. So when this guy does get a blue item, it should be brilliant aerially. So for those of you who love to cross, this guy's Team of the Season card could definitely be one to look out for. Hopefully, if he does get a Team of the Season card, he gets a big boost on his composure as well. But nonetheless, Sebastian Haller's Team of the Season card would be relatively cheap, and like I said, it would be great for those of you who like to cross. On the next page, we have Hamdallah. Now, recently in Ultimate Team, this guy got himself a record breaker item, and the reason he got that card was because he's now the holder of the record of most goals scored in a single season in the Saudi Pro League. So far this season, this guy has scored 29 goals in 24 games. That is incredible. He's also got 9 assists to his name, and this guy is definitely going to get a Team of the Season card. And it's going to be pretty mad, it really is. So here are the stats from his record breaker item. It's got 91 attack positioning, 94 finishing, 90 shot power. Those are some really good stats. So when he gets a Team of the Season item, it's very likely that all of those will be 99s or at least close to it. Hopefully his Team of the Season card gets a big boost to his agility, reaction and composure, and that would make for an absolutely fantastic Team of the Season striker item. So look out for Team of the Season Hamdallah. I think it'll be an absolutely awesome item. Josip Ilicic has been playing pretty well for Atalanta this season, and it looks like he could be getting a Team of the Season card in the near future. Now, I have to say, I'm not super confident that this guy will get a blue, as his side Atalanta have got a lot of players who have done really well this season. For example, Zapata, he has scored 21 goals and has 6 assists to his name, and Alejandro Gomez has scored 6 goals and he has 9 assists to his name. But with Atalanta having one of the best offensive records in the Serie A, I think it's fair to assume that they could get a couple of blue cards when the Serie A Team of the Season does come out. Ilicic himself has scored 11 goals and has 7 assists to his name. He has 3 inform cards in FIFA 19, and should he get a Team of the Season item, I think it'll be really freaking good. On the screen right now are the attributes of this guy's latest 87 rated inform. The in-game stats for this card are really freaking good. Imagine them boosted a bit more. I think a Team of the Season Ilicic would potentially make for a great attacking midfielder option for Ultimate Teams, and I also think a Team of the Season Ilicic would be the kind of card that would be perfect for either an SBC or a weekly objective reward. The next player we're going to talk about is a player from Fiji. It is Roy Krishna, the Wellington Phoenix striker. Now, this guy is actually in the latest Team of the Week. He's picked up a second inform, and his second inform actually has some really good stats. He's got 94 pace, 85 shooting, and 83 physical, and his in-game stats are pretty good as well. Now, this guy is currently the top scorer in the A-League, and in 25 games, he's scored 18 goals and has 4 assists. I think it's very likely that this guy's going to get a Team of the Season card, and I think we all know it will be relatively cheap due to the league that this guy plays in. However, this guy, if he gets a Team of the Season card, the card should be pretty amazing, because look at the in-game stats on this second in form. Imagine these boosted by a decent amount. His physical stats are going to be absolutely ridiculous. Like nearly everything will be like 93 plus rated, which is absolutely mad. The thing that we've got to hope for with Krishna's Team of the Season card is we've got to hope that it gets a big boost to the composure, and if it does, I really do believe that Team of the Season Krishna will make for an absolutely fantastic super sub card, so look out for that. Angel Mena is up next. Now, this guy has been on fire so far this season. Now, bear in mind, he hasn't played too many games, but his record is 14 goals and 9 assists. That is absolutely mad. From the end of January to the start of March, he scored in like every game. I think he scored something like 9 goals in 6 matches, and in those 6 matches, he's also picking up plenty of assists as well. So this guy is having a really good season, and he will end FIFA 19 with a Team of the Season card, I reckon. And just by looking at the stats on the second in form, you can just tell that a Team of the Season Mena is going to be brilliant. It really is. So I'm looking forward to this guy getting a blue. Robert Skov has been awesome for Copenhagen this season. The young winger has scored 25 goals and he's also set up 6 other goals directly. It's actually pretty amazing that he's only had 2 informs in FIFA 19 so far. I'm really confident that this kid will get a blue card at some point, and I think it will be a really good cheap Team of the Season item. This guy already has some really good attacking attributes. He's quick and he's an absolute beast in the physical department. So yeah, I think we should look out for Team of the Season Skov. The guy is 6 foot as well, and I really do believe that Team of the Season Robert Skov will be a bargain. So look out for this one. The next player we're going to talk about is Rangers right back James Tavernier. Now, this guy should get a Team of the Season card, and he probably should have had a couple of informs throughout FIFA 19. Listen to this guy's record. He has got 11 goals and 14 assists from right back. That is very impressive. Now, I'm fully aware he takes penalties. Yeah, a lot of his goals have been penalties, but 14 assists from right back, that is very, very impressive. I'm pretty confident this guy will get a Team of the Season card at some point, whether that be in the Team of the Season most consistent side or another Team season. Nonetheless, I think this guy will get a blue card, and with him being a silver and not having any special cards in FIFA, his Team of the Season card won't be too high rated, therefore it'll be packed a lot, therefore it will be relatively cheap, and I think it'll be a really popular item as well. So I was just looking up how you say this guy's name, and apparently it's Terodde, which I actually wouldn't have guessed, but anyway, we'll go with it. This guy has been on fire all season long. In 30 games, he scored 28 goals, which is a pretty good goal scoring record. This guy is definitely going to get a Team of the Season card, and it'll be pretty cheap too, due to this guy playing in the Bundesliga 2nd Division. His second in form has some really good in-game stats, and his Team of the Season card will obviously be even better. This guy is 6'4" as well, and I can see his Team of the Season card being a really good cheap Team of the Season card to sub on to, score a late-headed goal if you need it. The final player we're going to talk about today is Vieirinha, who plays for PAOK in the Greek Super League. Now, his side went unbeaten in the Greek Super League this season. They won it and they didn't lose a single game. So I do feel like a bunch of players from that side will get blue cards. One of them could be this man, who already has 2 informs in FIFA, and his second inform is actually pretty mad. The stats of it are on the screen right now, and as you can see, the in-game stats are just ridiculous. So should this guy get a Team of the Season card, it's going to be mad. It's going to have some absolutely insane in-game stats, and if you can somehow get this card into your team with icons, I think it'll be a really good left back item. In the league this year, this guy scored 5 goals and he also got 4 assists, and he was a big part of his side's run towards the title. So yeah, a Team Season version of this guy could be very freaking good, and it could be one of them cards that you start at left back but you play in a more advanced role in game. I've just thought of one more item that would make for a pretty awesome, relatively cheap Team of the Season card. It's Galatasaray's Sania Carew. Now, this guy has scored 12 goals for his side this season in the league, and Galatasaray are currently joint top of the Turkish Super League. So with them being like one of the top sides in the league, and with this guy being their top goal scorer, I think it's likely that he'll pick up a blue card very soon. He's also played a key role in Galatasaray's run in the Turkish Cup. This kid is actually younger than me, and that makes me feel really freaking old. Anyway, this guy's recently got himself a Man of the Match item, which is a decent looking card, as you can see on the screen right now. He's got some great dribbling and shooting attributes, and if this guy does get a blue card in the near future, hopefully he gets a big upgrade on his composure and his strength. So guys, you've just seen a bunch of players who I believe will get Team of the Season cards in the very near future, and it's also a bunch of players who I think will end up being relatively cheap as well. So I do believe that most people will be able to afford pretty much everyone who's featured in today's video. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you let me know by leaving a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know if you like this kind of video, let me know if you want me to do more of these kind of videos, and also let me know which Team of the Season cards you think are going to come out that are going to be relatively cheap. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.